Get set, because it's
time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
And boom, we are live. Actually live, and cross your fingers. I think we fixed our technical glitches yesterday. Which way do I want to go? I want to go this way? No, I want to go this way. Let me see. So if I'm leaning this way, I need to go this way. Yeah, there we go. Trying to figure this out, guys. Trying to figure this out. What looks best, what goes good. A whole new little area I got going on here. Oh, it's going better. It's going a lot better, guys. Welcome to It's 420 Somewhere podcast. I'm your host, Brian Brown. And what this is, what you've stumbled into, is the hottest, the craziest, the wildest 420 countdown show known to man. That's right. Maybe some Neanderthals, maybe they had something better before, but no. Mankind, we got it, guys. We got it. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Fight, fight, fight. So, old cheer captain, Teresa Deller. Fight, fight, to the left, to the right. Fight, fight, fight. Oh, man, speaking of fight, big shout out, Chantel. How you doing, Chantel? Oh, let's give a big shout out to everyone in here before we get into this, guys. We got a great True Crime Thursday for you. Hey, Baker, how you doing? We are looking at Charles Manson. Oh, yeah, we are doing a deep dive into old Charles, man. Hey, Charles, speaking of Charles, Charlie Bates, not Charlie Manson, is in the house. And we're going to be looking at old Charlie Manson, that is. Hey, Mod Squad, how you doing? How's the weather? How's the weather? It's freaking 104 degrees down here already. Oh, man. So I want to give a big shout out. Hey, Tim, how you doing? How you doing? Enjoying a nice Mike's Hard Lemonade. Man, it's a good day for it. It's a very good day for it. Rosie Key, how you doing? Matt Workman, what's up, buddy? No one outworks the workman. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're looking at Charles Manson, but not just Charles Manson and the craziness. We're looking at the acid-induced Charles Manson. Some say, was it acid that made him do what he did? They were freaking rocking and rolling. They were using acid as like a way to hurt people. Like they would hold a guy down and drop acid in his eyeballs like crazy. So we're going to get into that. We're going to do a deep dive into that, guys. I am announcing. So next Tuesday, we're going to be doing a bingo. We're going to be doing Daily Dank Bingo next Tuesday, 7 p.m., dailydank.com. I think we got that dialed in now, the chat and everything for the most part. But the following Tuesday, I don't know, let me know, guys. Do you like them every week or do you want them every other week? Like little watch parties and bingo and that. We'll start, if you like them every week, we'll switch it up. We'll do like a watch party, we'll do bingo, and then maybe we'll do like a game night, and then we'll go to another movie, and then we'll do bingo, and like just kind of rotate that out. If you guys like it every week, we can do it every week. If you want it every other week, we could do every other week. Let me know. Maybe I'll put up a poll, whatever is best for you guys. But I want to do a watch party of one of my, hey, Rosie the dog is in the house, guys. I want to do a watch party of one of my favorite movies of all time. And it is really a stoner movie. If you got some shrooms, you might want to take it for this movie. It's a movie, and it's a lesser known movie. So that's why I think you all will enjoy it. For whatever reason, it's really near and dear to my heart. It's a movie called Streets of Fire. It was in the 80s. It's starring Rick Moranis, William Dafoe, John Tate-LaBianca, who was supposed to be a big star, but was it Diane Lane? A whole bunch of people are in there, man. A lot of future stars, but it's a great movie. How's the smoking? How quitting smoking? That's hard, right? Because it's like the go-to. I guess just roll a joint and do that instead. But yeah, man, Streets of Fire is one of my Um, yeah, yeah. Goog is still good, guys. We did give away one of the Googs, Guardians of the Galaxy, but I got a few of them. So keep hashtagging Goog. You're all good. You're all good. Um, no, I have many, so that's why I'm saying just keep doing it. It's going to be an active thing. Um, for the giveaways. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you. You know, man, you guys all play such a great role in this. Quit drinking was easier. I bet, man. I bet it was. Um, you know, you guys all play a role, man. You guys are so cool. Chantel always telling everyone about the, what giveaways there are and stuff. Man, you guys don't know how appreciative I is. We're growing like crazy, and it's like a one man band. So sometimes I have a hard time keeping up with all the stuff. So that you guys step in and help me out, man. I cannot thank you enough. Very, very cool. Man, you guys are such a great community. She's mad. I wanted to thank you too, guys. The war with US Bank is over. I will not be mentioned again. I went in, they called me, they gave me my money, they lifted the ban. Um, oh yeah, so that's all I'll say. It went good. Give Heidi a break, guys. We went a little hard on her, and we did. We went a little hard, but you know what? Dake Nation, baby, Dake Nation. I always. I used to watch this radio show, Opie and Anthony, and they have the O&A Army is what they called it, and these were like the hardcore fans that would go, and they had a thing. Whip them out Wednesdays, where if you put a bumper sticker on your car, girls would flash you, and if you had the bumper sticker, but they would do a thing where when news crews would show up at to do a live report, they would run out with O&A signs, and they were just like the hardcore great group of if Opie and Anthony said, "Hey man, this guy spit in my coffee at this place," and they go hard. That's what it reminded me of, man. Hey Lonnie, how's it going? Yeah, the Dink Nation family, man, we do stands together. I got your back, guys. Hopefully you got my back. I know you guys got my back. You guys proved it. Yeah, this community rocks, guys. This community rocks. So the war with US Bank is over. Everything's all good. My account is active again, which is good because I got mortgage deductions coming out in about a week. So that's a good thing. I got my money. They're taking care of me. Yeah. So it went good. Had to go extreme route to do it, but hey, sometimes you do. All right, guys. So big shout out to US Bank. Thank you. Oh man, guys. I love it. I love it. This is so freaking great. After we got about 2 minutes before 420, guys, so we will get into what I'm smoking in first, and then we'll get into the top 5 at 420. This is going to be a little different. You know what? Me and Tim W, we're the same, man. I've seen him get on some phone calls, and well, why would I give you my number if you're never going to call me back? I'm Rip Brian. You need to try jungle stuff. I do. I want to get with you, Jeremy. I need to order a mushroom pizza very soon. And let me know when your pizza products come in because my pizzas are lacking some mushrooms. I love mushrooms and sausage. So if you could hook me up or tell me if your Safeway has them or not. We will be good. All right, guys. I'm getting into some smooth operator. I'm hooked on this, guys. Mount St. Helens. I was there. I was like, whoa, Mount St. Helens erupted. Man, I wouldn't be surprised with this weather stuff. Did you guys? We'll get into this afterwards. Did you guys see this weather agency report saying that we might hit over 110, 115 in the next 10 years, and it should sustain at that. But they need to prepare because that's going to wipe out crops. It's going to wipe out a lot of stuff. A lot of water is then going to get evaporated. So, man, hey, but it's 420. Enough with the bummer stuff, guys. Enough with the bummer. We're alive. We got water. We got smoke. We got weed. We got B. I scream. You scream. We all scream for 420. exhale. That was 420. Nice, nice, nice. What was everyone getting into, man? That wedding cake. I can't shake it. It's so good. It's so good. And the price. So I loaded up. So I actually invested heavy, heavy in that crop. So I've been smoking that mainly. I'm actually headed over there today to get some more wax, and we're gonna do the wild weekly drops. What do we got here? Check my handle above. He ships psychedelic mushroom. I probably shouldn't just say that out loud. Thank you for popping in. Hey, click that like button. Click that subscribe, man. We talk all sorts of stuff. Would love to have you part of the community. Awesome, awesome. Oh man. Um, yeah. So this weather report, man, is saying that I think I did it right. It was Celsius, so I had to do the math. But yeah, they're saying like we might have to sustain about 110 to 115 degrees, which I guess here in Needles, that's a normal summer. But you know what? You go to places like Seattle, you go to places on the coast, they're hitting 100 degrees and they got 70% humidity. Woo! 80, oh man. Yeah, I think we're doing okay where we're at, guys, here in the Riverland, the River Cities, as they call it. So the set behind me is starting to look pretty good, guys. I got some stuff filling up there. I was actually able to use. She was a former Budweiser girl, but since we don't talk politics and we don't talk craziness on this show, we talk craziness. She's now a dank world order lady. Let's check her out. This is Carrie Cannabis right behind me, guys. Say hello to Carrie Cannabis, guys. She's the new co-host of all the shows. I've had this cardboard cut out for about 20 years, 15 years since I worked for Budweiser, and I've never really been able to do nothing with it. It's always been like in the back of the TV or somewhere slid behind the fish tank. So I was like, I got this big gap of space. It's time for Carrie Cannabis to make an appearance. She likes to ride the motorcycle, as you guys can see. She likes X-Men #1. It's the best. It's the best. New York City hits 105 and people die. That is really true. Why is it so sticky? Oh, I had to think about that one for a minute. I had to think about that one. Oh. What's up, Cell Shrooms? Awesome, awesome, man. I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you. We got a great community. Post as much as you want. Comment, comment, comment. We do giveaways. Which I don't have any on me because I'm switching studios. But if you hashtag DC or Joker, you're gonna get entered to win a Joker McFarlane toy, like a Joker McFarlane action figure, and a Flash artwork, 1,400 of them. And then what else we got? We got a Guardians of the Galaxy pop. We got more autographs. Man, stick around. We give away a lot of stuff. We have a good time. We smoke weed. We take a little. You guys know what we're doing. Almost 200 episodes, guys. I'm going to put up a poll. What would you guys rather see at the 200th episode? Would you rather see me do 1,000 milligram edible and try to host the show? Or would you rather see me try mushroom pizza on the air? Like, I have to throw up a bunch of disclaimers and stuff, and I'm not really monetized through YouTube, so I'm not worried about that. You guys let me know. Let me know. I grew up no fans, no AC in Pennsylvania. Yeah, my dad had a place in San Clemente by the ocean, and they used that ocean breeze. Those houses didn't even come with AC. I'm like, where we're from, it's standard. Yeah. All right, guys, it is enough of the chit chat, Brian. Enough of the getting to know ya. 1,000 milligram, Nova Mike says. I think the 1,000 milligram is going to be the one. A lot of people, from what I've been hearing. All right, guys, let me know on that. I'll do either. Maybe both. No, definitely not both. If we want to go viral, that's the way to do it, man. If we want to go viral, woo, hosts Oh no, no, Charles. First, that would be my first time. Actually, it would probably be my first real time doing shrooms as well, because I've done them before. Like I said, the first batch I did, it wasn't quite there, and the guy even warned me. He said, "Yeah, these are a little immature. Probably won't give you the full effect, but it'll give you somewhat." So I did that, and I ended up getting like the giggles and that kind of stuff, and then I did it again one other time. We don't want to have to babysit you. I did it um, first, maybe last. I did a second time, but I had COVID, I think, and like I took them, and I felt sick. But I did see like the white. I have brown tile with like white running through it in my bathroom, and I saw the white like kind of making motions, and I was feeling like crap, so I just shut it down. I'm like, no. And oh god, hopefully that doesn't stick. Hopefully that's not where it got froze. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. That's the worst. Stupid camera froze. Oh, that is the worst. Oh, take a screen grab and help yourself there, guys. Oh, that could have been bad. You guys could have done a lot of objects in my mouth there. All right, guys, let's get into this True Crime Thursday. We're talking Charlie Manson and some freaking acid, guys. All right, guys. Let me get into this, get this going. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited. There's been a lot of chat about Charles Manson lately, in the news and different stuff. Um, a lot of rumors, a lot of conspiracies about, was he a CIA operative? How did he end up in California? He was on parole back east. He went to prison and got out, and somehow his parole officer approved him to go to California. Um, there's a lot. I took a screenshot. Great, great, great. It actually would be that would be a good when you call somebody and your face pops up. That would be a good one for that. Here, I'll do one. All right. Whoever wants to do this, you need to do a screen grab now and make it as your contact for me. Okay, ready? In five. For the benefits of those with flash photography, that's in the morning, Charlie. That's in the morning. I'm gonna do the top 5 here in a minute. Here, give me a second. All right. For those with the benefit of flash photography, I'm gonna give you the ultimate gift. All right. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and all right, that was your one chance. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. Oh man! All right, let's do the top 5. I was gonna get right into the Charles Manson. Um, I don't have a normal top 5 today, guys. I was super busy with the bank. I had to run down to the bank and take care of that. So I didn't have time to edit a top 5 today. Shirt's all saggy and sweaty. Um, but we're gonna look at the top 5 serial killers of all time, guys. So this should be pretty interesting. And then we'll get into old Charles Manson. Oh, top 5 serial killers in America. I think that's where we should go. All right. Let's kick these tires, right? Let's kick the tires and light the fires, guys. Here we go. All right. I don't know why it does that. All right. The most notorious serial killers in the U.S., history and why they fascinate us. All right. I hate ads. All right, we get it. You want to sell us stuff. All right. Jesus. All right, close. I'm closing you. Oh my goodness gracious. I hate sites like this. You know what? I'm just going to forget this. I'm going to give you my top 5 serial killers and why, guys. Oh man. Looking for purple ring around the stem and you know it's them. This is a different shirt. I had to go outside. So I put on a different shirt. All right. Top 5 serial killers, guys. Coming in at number 5 has got to be Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, notorious Ted Bundy. Um, um, hang on. I'm gonna let Chat GPT do the work. Make me a list of top 5 American serial killers. It might not do it. And why? Might not do it. Oh, I guess it is. All right, guys. So here's your top 5 brought to you by ChatGPT and the Healing Center. 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. The Healing Center. Save some green on some green. All right. Top 5 guys is number 1, Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy had was an infamous American serial killer, kidnapper and rapist, burglar and necrophiliac. I didn't realize he was a necrophiliac. His charm and intellect made him particularly dangerous, as he often used these traits to win the trust of victims and evade capture. He confessed to 30 homicides during 1970s, but the actual number of victims is believed to be higher. Oh man, the best meme I've seen about Ted Bundy was, "Hey ladies, if Ted Bundy can lose 80 pounds or can lose 20 pounds in jail and slide his ass through a vent to escape twice, you can shake that man." Oh man. All right, number 2 or number 4 it would be John Wayne Gacy, known as the Killer Clown. This sucked, sick son of a bitch. Gacy was convicted of sexually assaulting and murdering 33 boys and young men in 1970s. He was known for performing as a clown at charitable events and children's parties. He was a chilling contrast to his criminal activities. Oh man, yeah, he was bad, man. I don't dig that at all. Like, oh, I remember watching a movie. It was a found footage ghost movie, and they were in John Wayne Gacy's house supposedly, and it was stupid. It was so dumb. Um, but yeah, horrible, man. That guy was a sick son of a bitch, man. Ugh. All right, number 3. Gary Ridgway, known as the Green River Killer. I remember this, man. I remember this when I was a kid, being all over the news and how, man, it was pretty bad. Ridgway was convicted of 49 separate murders, making him the most prolific American serial killer in terms of confirmed kills. His murdered numerous women and girls in Washington during the 1980s and 90s. Yeah, that guy was freaking insane, man. All right, number 4, Jeffrey Dahmer. Good old Jeffrey Dahmer, the brain eater. Dahmer, also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, was a serial killer and a sex offender who murdered and dismembered 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991. He later murdered. His later murders also involved necrophilia, cannibalism, and making his crime particularly gruesome. Oh man, you guys seen the movie on Netflix yet? Really, really good. Crazy, crazy movie. All right, Lonnie, this one is for you. Coming in at number 1, guys. Richard Ramirez, bum, 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 known as the Night Stalker. Ramirez was an American serial killer, rapist, and burglar during the 1980s. His high publicized home invasion crime spree terrorized residents in the greater Los Angeles area. Yeah, this was bad, man. This was really bad. Um, the hotel, what was it, the Cecil Hotel where that girl died, he was known to live there and like do devil worship and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, he was definitely the devil's helper. Even had it like tattooed on his palms and like made a big stink of things when oh hang on, There we go. When he got arrested, he wanted everyone to know he was working for the devil. Very, very crazy, man. Very, very nuts. So that was your top 5 serial killers of all time, guys. American serial killers of all time. And that's going to be brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green, guys. All right, let's get into this Charles Manson character. Who is this character, guys? Good old Charles Manson. All right, guys. Welcome, dear viewers, to another chilling journey through the twisted corridors of Charles Manson's life. A man whose name still sends shivers down our collective spines. In this haunting video, I shall guide you through the shadowed landscape of Manson's existence, focusing particularly on his indecence, dance with his indecence, dance with drugs. Notably, the mind acid seeped into his soul. So grab a seat, my friends, and brace yourself for a terrifying narrative that could have been sprung from the darkest corners of your imagination. That is right, guys. That is right. All right. Oh, am I frozen again? What the heck, man? Such a pain in the butt. All right. All right. Chapter 1. Picture, if you will, a storm-laden night in 1934 when Charles Manson was born into this world of turmoil and despair. From his early years married by neglect and abuse to his gradual descent into juvenile delinquency. Um, we shall dive deep into the roots of this tortured soul. So look there, man. There's Charles Manson as a little kid. It's hard to imagine that this little kid could turn out to be what he turned out to be. You know, yeah, just crazy, crazy guys. Um, Good looking kid. I mean, I guess, um, just the devil got a hold of him, I guess is the best way. Um, the acid symphony. The psychedelic symphony. The surrendered in the 1960s, a siren call that resonated in the hearts and disenchanted Manson, seduced by the potent allure of LSD, embarked upon a journey through kaleidoscope realms and consciousness. We shall explore the twisted tendrils of acid that coiled around his mind, warping his perception and setting the stage for a macabre performance to come, guys. Oh, yeah, he was deep. He was deep inbraided in this, Um, it was his life, man. He loved the acid. And a lot of people back then did. It was supposed to be um, like an awakening. It was supposed to be something different, and it just wasn't. The cult of nightmares, guys. In this chapter, we're going to look at the creation of Manson's cult, a coven of lost souls ensnared by his charismatic um, his charismatic spell, from hypnotic sway of his voice to the sinister rituals that blurred the lines between ecstasy and horror. We shall dissect the dark alchemy that transformed his followers into willing pawns in an unholy game. Yeah, that's something we really need to discuss on this, guys, is his followers and what he really had going on, man. This guy, um, if you dive deep into his history and into everything he's done, he was brought up by pimps. During his, I guess, incarceration days, during his early days, he hung around a bunch of pimps, and you learn the gift of gab, man. I mean, if you're seducing women, young women, old women, whatever, if you're seducing women into giving up their bodies for money because they love you or because they're scared of you or whatever, you got to have that gift of gab to get in there. Like I don't condone pimping at all, man. I hate pimping. Um, I hate that, the human trafficking thing. You guys know that's very sensitive to my heart, but it happens, and you got to be a master of the tongue in more ways than one. I don't know. To have that influence on somebody. You got to twist their mind into a certain aspect to get them to believe what you're saying. And he did it so well. I believe it was the pimp. It was he was a kind of a good looking guy. He was charismatic. So definitely it was the pimp nature that brought these young ladies in. And we're talking runaways. We're talking people who had bad home lives, who didn't want to go home, that were open and very young again, and very manipulative. A bowl manipulative, is that a word? But you guys know what I mean. So you're talking, you know, you come in, you meet this okay looking guys, but he's charismatic, so you probably like, he's playing the guitar, he's talking all craziness. Hey, sugar mama, boo 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 boo. Like all of a sudden he's David Lee Roth, he's all shoopa doopa boo boo boo, and you're dropping acid with the dude. Next thing you know, he's whatever, and then you're in love, you think, and then all crazy. Then he's telling you to kill people. But I mean, man, like this guy was so charismatic that he had people falling in line for him. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so the acidic paranoia, guys, as the acid coursed through Manson's veins, it forged a bridge into the darkest recesses of his mind. Paranoia flourished like a toxic weed, intertwining in his delusions of grandeur and fueling his malevolent ideas. We shall peel back the layers of his acid induced visions, revealing the twisted tapestry that spurred him towards the madness. So, yeah, man, this guy got so twisted up in acid. I mean, just so twisted up that he started seeing things, started hearing things, started his mind almost schizophrenic, where he was convinced a race war was going to pop off, and he needed to be the one to pop it off. Um, and that's what really Helter Skelter was about. Like he was convinced, and he had his people convinced that this race war was going to come, and it was going to be the end of the world. And he was almost like a Jesus-like figure, and yeah, just insane. So his mind really warped, and he came up with his own thoughts and his own ideas. But again, how does the CIA play into that? All right, the hellish culmination. Prepare yourself, dear viewers, for the chilling climax of our tale. The Tate-LaBianca murders. Manson, like a conductor, orchestrated a symphony, easy for me to say, of terror, wielding his acid-soaked philosophy to command his followers to unleash unspeakable horrors. With a steady hand, we shall recount the blood-soaked night that scared the annals of history. So, yeah, guys, I mean, man, you can't talk about Charles Manson without talking about Tate, um, Sharon Tate, and man, everyone in there that they murdered. So crazy. Supposedly, he was trying to murder a music executive that lived in the house before them, that turned down his music. And so they just got caught up, wrong place, wrong time, which is horrible. If you guys ever watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, um, my uncle played in a band, met him at a party, and said the dude was far out there. I could imagine. We'll tell the Bryan Cranston story in a minute. Bryan Cranston has a great Charles Manson story, a great Charles Manson story. So yeah, you can't talk about without the Helter Skelter, without the Sharon Tate murders. It was all planned. He sent Tex Watson, a couple females up there. They freaking murdered them, put Helter Skelter on the wall, put a bunch of racists, like anti-white, like maybe they were Black Panthers that did it. So this was his idea to start the race war. And man, talk about delusional soaked grandeur. Woo! Like, yeah, that was just crazy. All right. As our journey draws to a close, We shall reflect upon the legacy Manson left in his wake, from the media frenzy surrounding his trial to the lasting impact on popular culture. Name remains etched in the collective consciousness. We shall ponder the lingering question: what dark forces shaped him, and how does his tale continue to haunt our nightmares? So yeah, let's think about that, guys. Why is Charles Manson so infamous? Is it because it was celebrities that he killed, and it was, and for a guy who never murdered anybody, he got it. What about the guy who said that he was his son? Yeah, that's a crazy one. I wouldn't be surprised. It sounds like Charles Manson was fucking everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. One of my favorite Charles Manson moments is they interviewed him 100 years, whatever, however many years later it was, and they showed him a picture of what the two girls look like currently in jail. And he was just so disappointed. He's like, those aren't the 14-year-olds I was banging. Wait a minute. They're looking rough. And you can just see it in him like, oh man, that's, that's what you get, Charles. That's what you get. Oh man. So is it because it was such a unique crime? Remember when Guns N' Roses had the Charlie Don't Surf? They had the Charlie Don't Surf shirts that were freaking awesome. Had Charles Manson on it with the freaking swastika right on his forehead, and people were wearing them, and it just said Charlie Don't Surf. No idea what it means, but yeah, those were, and everybody, man. Zach Baggins over at the Haunted Museum has a whole room dedicated to Charles Manson. We're talking his teeth, his hair, the robe he died in, some clothes, his ID, his prison ID. He has everything, man. So yeah, it's such a popular figure. It's just crazy how people just latched onto it like that. But movies, everything. If you guys want to watch a real good movie, watch a show. Watch Aquarius on Netflix. David Duchovny. It covers all this, all the Charles Manson stuff. Really, really good. All right, guys. As we bid farewell to this grim saga of Charles Manson, let us remember that evil exists not only in the realms of fiction, but in the deepest corners of reality. Manson's drug-fueled descent into madness, intertwined with his magnetic charisma, serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of human psyche. So, dear viewers, as you lay this video to rest, take solace in the fact that the twisted world of Charles Manson belongs to the annals of history now. Yet, let us never forget this lesson. Yeah, guys, that is the very boundaries of what fear is. Jeremy, I guess he shared it on here before. Home invasions, man, are really, really scary, really, really fucked. And and this was like one of the first home invasions. Jeremy will tell you flat out, how fucked up they are. So this could happen, man. And with all the drugs and all the craziness out there, who's to say some other drug fueled guy won't try to start some kind of war, some kind of civil war, some kind of nonsense? I mean, so be careful, guys. Be vigilant. Be safe is the main thing, because this is True Crime Thursday, guys. I'm very upset. I went to Taco Bell for lunch, and only reason I went to Taco Bell was for Baja Blast, and all they had was Pepsi products. Baja Blast was out. So disappointed. All right, guys, I'm getting the heck out of here. Government already trying to separate us. That is true. Very, very true. All right, guys, I'm punching out. Ching. That's it for me for the day. I will be back at 7:10. As you can see, we're back up and running. I had a USB short that shut down the whole damn computer, and I'm thinking it's this hub. I've been using this hub for a while, and that's what caused the short, man. When I plugged it in, everything just shorted out. So appreciate you guys. Sorry about the morning show. Appreciate all you guys watching, man. You guys rock. Rock so much. New sets coming along pretty well. We're going to be getting better and better, guys. Get in on these giveaways. I will see you. No ball blast. I'm telling you, Tim, I was not a happy camper. CEO of Taco Bell. No. Oh, we'll see you guys. Love you guys. You guys rock.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com.
Check out our merchandise and amazing content.
And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.